Sorry. Do you guys want to do introductions? I can go ahead and start if y'all want, because there are some new faces. Oh, LOL. Sorry, Mary. I guess you guys know what I look like because I talk so much, but I don't know what anybody else looks like. But I'm Zareen. Oh, wait. Can you say something? Let me see if it works. Sorry, I think I muted it because of the Kahoot music. But I'm Zareen. I'm a junior. I'm an anthropology and art history major, and I'm the president of P4P. So if maybe the other officers want to start, or anybody can just jump in.
I'm V. Oh God. I'm a sophomore. I'm planning to be a bio major, and I'm secretary of P4P.
We love you, V.
I'm Bailey.
Sorry.
Do you want to go or?
You go.
Okay. I'm Bailey. I'm a sophomore. I'm a something major, Spanish and either sociology or anthropology probably. Maybe, we'll see. And I am the VP of P4P.
Okay. I'm Emily. I'm a senior. I'm an anthropology and English major, and I'm the finance and logistics officer.
I'm Lily. I am a junior. I am a education and art history major, and I'm the communications chair.
If any of the rest of you want to introduce yourselves, you're welcome to. You don't have to.
I'll jump in, I guess. Hi, I'm Allison. I'm a freshman and an elementary education major. I think that was
nice.
Hi, my name is George. I'm a first year, and I am a psych major.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, we are Anna and Hannah. And we're also roommates. We're not being COVID dangerous, don't worry. And I'm a junior, we're both juniors, and I'm a poli-sci major with minors in fem studies and RES.
And I'm a studio art major and sociology double major.
Nice. Okay. Camilla, if you want to talk, you can. If not, no worries. Okay. We can go ahead and get this party started. We'll see how it goes. Do I get to play too? No.
If you sign in on your phone, Z, you can play.
You're so smart. Yeah, so glittery toys are not good for you. Treated wood toys are okay as long as they've been treated. If they have not been, then they're porous and can keep bad things in them. Hard plastic toys are okay, and silicone toys are ideal. So
I reversed
for toys. Yeah?
I reversed it.
Glittery toys are the suspicious ones. And also they're generally the ones that toys don't go through any FDA approval, they don't have any safety on them. So you just got to be really, really careful and go with a reputable source, because there can be some like really weird shit that they put in them for like no reason whatsoever. So you got to be really careful about that.
I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
What about glass toys?
Glass toys are also great. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
So glass toys, silicone toys, and like treated wood toys are all like super fine and great. So
Okay, good to know. Thanks.
Glass is also another variety you can find, which also is fine, but glass.
okay. Congrats, Anna. Wow, I'm so proud of everyone. Yeah, so the heat fucks with them. So just make sure to keep your condoms in a cool, dry place. Yeah, so you should not use silicone lube with silicone toys just because the lube can break down the toy, which again causes like it to become porous, and then it's really hard to clean, and like germs and bacteria can like grow. So you should use water-based lube with silicone toys. But if it's not a silicone toy, you can use silicone lube, if that makes sense. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all know so much. Yeah. So don't use oil-based lubes. I low-key don't remember like when you should actually use oil-based lubes because they're generally bad. So try and stick with water or silicone-based lubes depending on obviously what you're doing. But water-based is the safest way to go.
I have a comment this time. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Also, you can use oil with it's like polyosoprene condoms. So like Skin, like the brand Skin.
Yes.
By Lifestyle, which is, fun fact, also one of the only types of vegan condoms. So if you want to be vegan friendly, buy polyosoprene condoms.
I love your comments, Anna. You are more than welcome to talk all the time. I think somebody tried to get in, but then they immediately disappeared. So like, I don't know what to do about it. Noor, nice to see you. I'm glad you made it. Okay.
We should put the pin in the chat.
It's listed at the bottom of the screen, bottom right corner.
Yes. Thank you, Bailey. Mm. Okay. Yeah, what's a kink? Something that arouses you. If you want to talk more about kink, you should totally come tomorrow because Dr. Grajeda just gets to like info dump about porn and kink and whatever she wants, and I'm really here for it because she's so cool. So. Also, if y'all want me to turn back on the Kahoot audio, let me know. No? Okay. Nice. Okay. So yeah, you want a toy that is significantly flared because low-key, otherwise it can get sucked up in there, and that's really scary. And some people even have to go to the hospital. So just to be safe, make sure it's flared. If something is marketed as an anal toy, generally it will be flared if it's from a reputable source. Again, be really careful where you buy from. Yeah, don't just go putting anything up there because it'll end up bad. Emily, rising in the ranks. You're confident with this one, I'm glad. Amazing. I'm glad y'all all understand that going to the doctor is really important. Y'all are doing great today. Yeah, so the vagina is the inner part of the female reproductive system. Yeah. We also got all of this information from the wonderful Becky, who is an alumni. And so she has a whole packet of information that we can send y'all home with, theoretically, i.e. we're going to just email y'all. But so you can do more research at home. Yeah, so a fetish is something that someone is into. Generally it's sexually, but there can also be like lifestyle fetishes and stuff like that. And again, if y'all have any questions, you can just like talk. Yeah, so if your primary contraception fails or you find, I don't know, you find a hole in your condom or your condom breaks or whatever, you can always get Plan B, and you can get that within, I believe it's 48 hours. I think you can take it up to 5 days, but like it's most effective, I believe, 48 hours after the deed. And you can get it for, I believe it's $10 at the SU Health Center. Yeah, they came through. And then other places, it can range anywhere from 20 to 40, and obviously insurance and stuff. But you can get it, at least right now, at the health center and at like CVS and like most places where medicine is sold. It's very accessible, and there isn't really any like negatives to taking it if you're just like trying to be safe. So
Also, you can only get it at the health center, obviously, during open hours. So if you ever think you could be in the situation, I'm not saying like stock up on it because it's not that great for your body. But if you think you might need it, it'd be good because like late nights, weekends, you're not able to get it. And it can be with a prescription, but obviously we don't want your parents to know you're buying Plan B. I mean, with insurance, you can just pay like cash the $10.
Yeah, good point. Very good point. Ooh. We'll see if y'all are paying attention to me. I'm glad.
Okay. There you go. I'm so proud of y'all. A chat. Hmm.
You
Very
can
good to know.
also get free condoms from this nonprofit called TexasWearsCondoms.com, and they're all free. It's like fun because it's like a variety pack, and they ship for free. So
Right.
it is. I'm serious. You select the size, and it'll just give you send you a bunch of condoms. So
That's so cool though. They do have like lame varieties at the health center. So like if you're in a pickle, you can go there. They have what are they called? Dental dams and condoms, and they have lube there. So that's cool. Is it the best? You know, you could probably find better stuff out there, but like it's there and it's free. So oh, again, seeing if y'all are listening to me. And you are. Yeah, so again, keep your condoms in a clean, cool, dry place. Don't put them in your pocket. Don't keep them in your car. You know, just be careful. They are plastic, and plastic can get warped and melt. So just like keep that in mind. Oh, they have female condoms at the health center as well, if that's your thing.
you can
Yeah.
also wear female condoms for up to 8 hours before engaging in intercourse, which is kind of wild. I'm like, who's like, ooh, my morning routine, just let me stick this condom.
Just in case, you know?
But it's always good to be prepared.
Yeah. I don't know a whole lot of people who use them, so I don't have any stories to tell you, but they are a thing. You can use them. They work. You know, if they work for you, then that's what matters.
Do not double up female condoms with normal condoms. That's a big no-no. Please don't do that.
Yeah. Also, don't double up regular condoms. Again, the like friction will make it break. Same as with like female condom and like normal condoms. They're plastic. You gotta be careful. That's also why you need to pinch the top of a normal condom, because again, the friction will cause it to break, and you know, pressure. So you just got to be careful. Amazing job, y'all. Please always check your condoms. Make sure they aren't expired. Make sure they look okay. Yeah. You can also, I've heard that like after the fact, you can check if there were any holes in them by like putting two fingers around it and like squeezing to see if there are any holes. Things to know, you know? I hope that made sense. You're right. Any type of play. We're trying our best out here. Yes. Okay. Water-based lubes can be used for anything. So when in doubt, just go with a water-based lube because it will be fine. There are rules for the other ones. So like Anna said, oil-based can be used with certain types of condoms, but not all types of condoms, so you have to be careful. Silicone lubes, also you should not use with condoms. Basically only use water with condoms. Silicone you also cannot use with toys. So with silicone toys. So when in doubt, just use water. It's the safer option. Yeah. Otherwise, just do your research. Yeah. It's bad. Don't do that. Be careful when opening condoms. They're delicate and they're very important. Yep. So just to be safe, it's good to always get tested. You can get tested at the health center. You can also get tested at like clinics around the area, Planned Parenthood. I would highly recommend. There's one that's in Austin that I've had an amazing experience with. So when in doubt, Planned Parenthood and the health center are always just great resources. Yeah. Yeah, you want to make sure, I'm sorry, this question is confusing me. You want to make sure that your partner is clean and safe. And ideally, if you're having relations with your partner, you'd be able to talk about stuff like this. And if you aren't able to talk about stuff like this, think about it. You know, you should be in a trusting relationship or, you know, just, I don't know, like hook up, one night stand, whatever you're doing. You should be able to trust that like that person is telling you the truth and you can talk about these things. Because it's important for your health and theirs. And again, you can get tested at the health center. So. A hard question. Wow, V's throwing us for a loop here. V, do you know the answer? Oh, the answer's all of them. Great. Okay. Be careful when buying lube, everyone. You caught me off guard there. Yeah. So we'll have more information about this and some other in-depth anatomy type stuff via Becky's amazing lesson plan. And we'll send that to you later just so that you can like look at all the diagrams and do your little research and, you know, have all of your information at your fingertips. So. Yeah. So the body is finicky, man. All of this stuff can affect people with penises. And also, this stuff can cause issues for women as well. Antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds cause a lot of side effects sexually for a lot of different people, so that's totally normal. Dehydration, alcohol and drugs, stress, all totally normal to cause issues in the bedroom. So don't feel bad about whatever's going on with your body because it's probably normal. And if you don't think it's normal, please go to a doctor. Yeah. So when dealing with like BDSM and kink and fetishes, it's just important to remember that like everything is okay and normal as long as it does not harm you or anyone else, and everybody interacting with the scene or scenario is a consenting adult. So this would obviously, we know, like, don't abuse people, but make sure that if you're just don't do things in a public setting. Don't do anything in a public setting because people around you might not consent to what you're doing. So this could go for like puppy play, stuff like that. Like, just be really careful about what you're doing and what you're presenting in public because the people around you might not be consenting. Example of this is like when I go to Pride, there are a ton of people in like puppy gear and like doing like DDLG stuff, which is fine, except for there are other people around you that don't consent to what you're doing. And so that can cause some issues and make some people feel uncomfortable. And it's just better to keep it in a private space where you know everybody and where you have control over the situation. Last question. Yeah, so tomorrow at 6 p.m., Dr. Grajeda, a sociology professor at Southwestern, is going to be talking about her field of study, which is porn and sexuality. And she's amazing. I'm in her erotic capitalism class. It is so cool. So she's just basically going to be talking about stuff. I don't really know exactly what, but I know that it's going to be about her specialties, porn and sexuality, and our organization. So like gay stuff. You should totally come. It should be really fun. I absolutely love her classes, and she'll be answering questions at the end. So it's just really cool to like ask an adult about porn. Like, that doesn't normally happen. So come with any questions you may have. It'll be fun. Do you guys have any questions for me right now? Or want to talk about anything? You are more than welcome.
I think we should spend the rest of the time sharing horror stories of our school sex ed.
That's brilliant.
Yes. Yes.
So I'll go first.
Perfect.
Basically, our entire sex ed class was they put numbers 1 through 7 on the wall, and they told us we're going to roll a die, choose a number. If the die lands on your number, you get an STD or you get pregnant. And 7 is abstinence, which is the only way to go. And that was all they taught us.
Yeah.
Mine was similar. I went to an all-girls Catholic school, and basically it was like we had health class, and they spent most of the time talking about drugs and how we shouldn't do drugs. And then like one class period where they were like, don't have sex. It's not smart. And then they had like this man come in one time, and he like talked to us for 2 hours, all girls school, man, talked to us for 2 hours about abstinence, and then gave us abstinence cards.
Oh boy.
And free books. So yeah, that was my experience.
That's exciting. Mary, I think you wanted to talk. Can y'all hear her? R.I.P. Yeah. I think I had like sex ed like senior year and then nothing up until senior year. And they basically just like threw condoms at us and were like, good luck. And the condoms were expired. And we were like, that was really exciting for me.
So I had like a little bit of sex ed in my like overarching health class because I was pre-med in high school. And it was just called Unit X because we didn't even want to talk about what it was. So yeah. And you just kind of like put on a PowerPoint and like left. So that was interesting.
And
That's cool.
I was homeschooled, and my parents just didn't want to talk about it, so they didn't. And actually, at one point last year, my dad was like, "Did we ever like have like the talk with you?" And I was like, "No, you literally threw me to the wolves, and we're like, figure it out." But luckily, I had some educated friends, and thank God for the internet and all the good. There is bad resources, but there is also good quality resources out there. So thankful for that.
Yeah, my parents also didn't give me any sort of talk. They were just like, Godspeed. Good luck. Any of the rest of y'all have horror stories / just stories?
I have one particular memory of 7th grade, and I know it was 7th grade because I remember the science teacher who was teaching us the whole thing. And so we had to watch a video called The Miracle of Life, which, as you would expect, it chronicles the journey of a, egg and sperm cell to a graphic birth video that we as 7th graders had to watch. And if anybody like laughed or closed their eyes or anything, she would rewind the video and make us watch it again. Good times.
I skipped on that part of middle school or whatever. I got lucky. I was sent to a different, I got sent to a charter school, so I never just had sex ed at all. Just had the period talk. That's it.
Yeah, we had the period talk, I think it was 5th grade, maybe. And I remember vividly that we went into the room with the roll-in TV, right? And they turned on the TV and then left, right? But they started the boys video instead of the girls. And we were all sitting there really confused for 15 minutes. And then we were like, wait a second. This is wrong. And then we went and got one of our teachers and they were like, oh my God, the scandal. That was fun.
So I don't know who all here went to public schools, but did y'all watch the video with the little drawing girl? She was drawn on a notebook paper and I don't know. It's just I know the video, but I don't know how to explain it. And I feel like a lot of people I know who also went to public school saw it. So I was just wondering.
I'm not sure. I erased as many of those memories as I could manage. So, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, the worst part of it wasn't the content. It was the other people in my class being dumbasses.
Yeah. I don't know. Texas sex ed be wildin'. Texas health classes be wildin' because I feel like I didn't get a whole lot of information even just from our health classes. But I don't know. All right. Are y'all doing okay otherwise? Emotionally? With how things are turning out this semester and what's coming up? Yeah.
It's a roller coaster. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I feel really bad because like Professor Grajeda was talking in class today and she was like, all of the professors are so stressed. Like we don't know what to do. All of the students are unhappy and we're unhappy and the admin is yelling at us and the students are yelling and like we don't know what to do. And I was like, I know everything's horrible. So be nice to your professors, ladies and gentlemen. It was so sad. Okay.
I need to show y'all a meme real fast.
Please do.
Doreen saw it because she's on my Snapchat, but it was the one that Dr. Mello sent, and he said, "Wait, let me see if I can tilt it so it'll be bigger." Maybe not, but hopefully y'all can see it. It's like the Spider-Man meme, and he's like, "Professors." Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. Professors barely keeping it together and like students barely keeping it together, and it's just really accurate in my opinion. And then he sent us
That's so fucking funny. Like
one too, and I think it's also accurate.
Dr. Mello's a king.
He is a
What
king.
a man.
And Porkchop, his dog, I would die for her.
Yes. All of the religion professors are just so sweet. I love them all. Dr. Craddock's my angel. Yeah. Okay.
I had her for FYS. I love her. I ran into her at the library the other day, actually. But yeah, she's great.
She is so sweet. Anything else y'all want to talk about? You are welcome to vent. Or if
Questions,
y'all,
concerns?
yeah.
Or if you want to go through the questions that we came up with in case, I don't know, for the original plan, we were going to like have a lecture thing. So we
Oh, I
came up with
forgot
fake
about
questions. So if nobody had questions, we could have some to answer. So
That's true.
I think lots of them were covered in the thing, though. Trying to remember.
Yeah, I'm really thorough. Oh, well, some of these are good. Yeah, so like you can get pregnant on your period. Chances are lower, but they are still very real. You can also get pregnant in the pool and in the hot tub. Those also exist. I love all of the questions that like the four of us Woolawa came up with. Can you stretch out your butthole? Yes, but you'd have to try really hard. And also, please don't do whatever you would think about doing.
Your butthole can stretch up to 7 inches in diameter, which is kind of horrifying to me, but also like a fun fact.
Yeah. Can you masturbate too much? Not really, unless it's affecting your livelihood. You're probably fine. It's probably fine. Everything is probably fine unless it's like hurting you or somebody else. Yeah, so Plan B is an emergency contraceptive. Can be taken, I believe it's within 5 days. Obviously, take it immediately after if you know that you've had unprotected sex or if something like broke or whatever. It's basically a supercharged version of the pill. That said, don't just like triple up on your normal birth control pill. That's probably not a good idea. If you can help it, please just go get Plan B. Yeah, and it's $10 at the health center. Yeah, is one kind of birth control better than other kinds? It depends. Some have varying degrees of effectiveness, but it also kind of just depends on what works for you and what works for your body. For women, there are more options. For men, there's basically only the condom, as far as I know. Unless somebody has more information about that, I think for men, the only thing is the condom. But
It's
for
condom
women,
or getting your tubes tied or cut.
yeah.
Those are
That can be reversed though. So like, if you want to do that, go right ahead. Or if your partner wants to do that, that's totally fine. That is reversible. Women, that is not reversible. If you get your tubes tied, that is not reversible. But your doctor will tell you that if you female condoms and dental dams, obviously for like safe sex STDs for like WILLOWA. IUDs, the like arm implant, the little like rings that you can put inside.
Serene,
Yeah.
Serene, unshare your screen. Camilla
Oops.
wants to record all the people. Yeah.
Wait. Oops, sorry. But yeah, ton of different options for birth control. And again, you can go talk to the health center about that or Planned Parenthood. I went to the one on, I believe it was like Resource Boulevard in Austin, North Austin. They are so nice and it was super easy. So highly recommend. Is there a safe way to make my penis bigger? No. And then Bailey had a question about gas station boner pills, and the answer is they are not safe. They are not FDA regulated. Please do not use anything of the sort. Yeah. Again, basically, most things are normal. Just don't do anything that will hurt you or other people. Unless it's consensual, then like do your thing. But yeah, make sure everything is consenting, obviously.
Sorry.
And don't put anything sketchy in or around your body.
Yeah.
Just
Be really
don't.
careful about
If it's sketchy, don't use it. That should be a pretty good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Random thought I had. What would happen if a woman took like Viagra or something? Like what would happen?
Okay, I don't technically know, but like based on the information that I have in my brain, I would think that your blood pressure would go up like really bad.
Just random thought that popped up. Sorry.
Let me Google it. I don't know.
A 2003 study says that it could help? Question mark?
But at what cost is the question?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Allegedly, it could increase blood flow to your genitals, but at what cost? And also, the FDA does not approve it. So, the FDA doesn't check most things regarding sex. Take that as you will. The government really likes to be in your face about not having sex, but then the minute you start having sex, they are like, we do not see. We will not look. This is not happening. So, again, be careful about what toys you buy. Be careful about what lubes you buy, because things aren't FDA regulated, and you got to be really careful. You know? When in doubt, Google it, and also just buy from a reputable source. Like, it may be more expensive, but it will be worth it if you don't get like a crazy infection. So yeah. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Cool. Okay. Well, we can wrap up. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, so tomorrow is Dr. Grajeda. That should be super fun. She is really cool. I'm really excited because I love to watch adults talk about porn. Like, that's just really cool to me. And then Friday, we're having a documentary watch party where we're going to be watching an episode of Christiane Amanpour's Sex and Love Around the World, which is one of my favorite series. So come by and check it out. It should be really fun. Okay. Bye. Thank you guys for coming. It was nice to meet you guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.